Hello, my little weirdos. The only reason I'm doing this is because of her. Oh, he was there. You don't see her there often. Usually you see Raspy there. Hey, Mudge Mudge. Hi, little girl. Hey. See how pretty she is? Usually that's Raspy's sitting spot. That's interesting that she started sitting up there. We got some good rain last night. It wasn't like a downpour, but stupid squirrel dug up again a couple gladiolus, and when I was you know, twining, because they grow fast, the morning glories. Every day I have to do it, and sometimes morning and evening if there's a lot of rain, and they're growing really fast. They'll grow like inches in a day. One of them like just uprooted, so must have been digging in there too. He probably hid peanuts in there because the ground over the last winter was already softened because stuff was planted there last year. So hopefully you're still still watching her. But yeah, I was like, oh, bratty squirrel. It's another reason why I've cut down that I don't feed all the time. I don't want them to be as dependent on, here to get all their food. And I want him to stop thinking of this place as his normal daily place to get food. So if there's no peanuts, he goes and digs up. And even when there are peanuts, he still goes and digs up to bury the peanuts and then to dig them up again. So yeah. Oh my god, she's so cute. She used to be really, really, really skinny, but we finally was able to get her fixed. I didn't have a vehicle, and when they do the low-cost spay-neuter clinics, that's on the weekends, and my sister and brother-in-law work every weekend, and case managers don't work on the weekends, so I was never able to. She was like 4 years old or something, 4 or 5, and finally one of the spay neuter places, St. Hubert's, actually where I lived up further north than here. One of the people lived not that had to go past my area. They picked him up, or they picked her up, and they chipped her and fixed her and brought her back to me. I just had to make sure she was in and vaccinate her. I just had to make sure she was in the carrier, and they did the same thing for Raspy. Earlier they had we had gotten him. Was able to get him fixed, but then I couldn't get him chipped, and they chipped him for free when he was there. When I was moving between that place and here, at the same time I got news that my one of my twin sons had collapsed on a track half a country away from me, and like 6 days later he and Smudge were being boarded because I had to be out of the one place at one date, but this place wasn't ready yet. They were still redoing it, just renovating it again and fixing. And so they kind of already had known him, so by the time he got really seriously sick, they were already familiar with them. So when my case manager told him that she's going to lose this cat, he's going to die. I know this cat, and he's bad. That's why they helped out and saved his life and paid every cent of the $4,000 bill for 3 nights and 4 days at an emergency vet at a 24-hour. That shit's expensive. You know, just going for a flat-out visit, it's like you might as well slap down 100 or two, a couple hundred, you know, if it's like an emergency vet visit. So it's been a long ride with those, but she looks so much, and she's so much happier once she was fixed. I knew she would be, and I wasn't worried about her getting fixed because he was fixed. When, you know, as soon as I had got him in for a few weeks, got him fixed, so he would mellow his shit out, and I had already picked her out. But, I'd gone and visited the rescue up there and all that, my brother-in-law and I, and she was going to be picked up at a certain date, but I had to wait for a couple weeks. So anyway, till after Raspy was fixed and healed and stuff, to introduce them. So she wasn't going to get pregnant from him. It was better for her health. She didn't go through the heats all the time, and she was always so scrawny. And now she's just well filled out. She's maybe just a little chubby. She is. But, you know, she spent first 5 years of her life just in and out of heat cycles, and it was just frustrating me for her, you know. So I finally begged them, you know, I got to the right person apparently at one time, and I was like, is there any way? She goes, actually, let me find out. I think somebody does live up there. It's not something we normally do, but in this situation, because you don't have a car, and everybody that you know that does works on the weekends, or is you know, or like caseworkers don't work at all on the weekends. So yeah, and they were amazing. They've been literally a godsend to me and Smudgy. Yeah, no much, and to Raspy. She's asking for snuggles and love, and so she's done her posing. And now she's going to get her scritches.